What's up guys, Willie's Workshop here. In this video I'm going to be building a cover for my go-kart so I can stay warm and dry. That's the idea, so enjoy it, check it out, let me know what you think, subscribe. I got this cool idea here. I used to have an old Ford Ranger and it came with this tonneau cover here, one of these leather tonneau covers. And it sat on my dad's farm for a number of years, and then I moved a few times, and then I ended up back up in New York here. And so he gave it back to me, and I was trying to get rid of it, but I couldn't even sell the thing for 20 bucks. It's a whole tonneau cover. I got all the pieces. What I'm going to end up doing with it is I'm going to end up putting it, I'm going to cover the whole cart here. Kind of keep me dry. I was thinking about doing something with these pieces here. Kind of like this, and make these as the doors, and then kind of you'd be able to pull them up, and then I'll have a piece across the top here. And what I want to do for the bottom here is get some type of a steel or plastic or aluminum to cover this part here, and just rivet it in place, or just tack weld it, depending on what it is. I've got a couple ideas. I was either going to try to find an old file cabinet and cut the sides out, because that's a thin enough gauge where it's not really going to affect it too much weight wise, but it'll be enough to keep the water and mud out. Or thinking about getting one of them big plastic bins with the smooth sides and trying to cut that up and fit it in there, but I might need a couple of those to do that. So those are my two thoughts on how I'm going to fill that in, but for now what I'm going to work on is getting the tonneau cover in place from here all the way around to here, and I'll leave this open up top here. I think I'm gonna put some type of a rack up here with a roof, and I might cover up the back here or something too. These are the lights I got on Amazon. They're cheap. They're not, I mean, I just kind of mounted them quick just to see what they look like. Not too bad. I think they're like 16 bucks for both. We'll see how they do. I kind of wanted something more with a spotlight in the middle and then fog lights on the sides. These are all just kind of fog light, work light beams, but they might do okay. I'm just going to power them off a battery, one or two 12-volt batteries. I got something in this Jeep here. I'll have to do a video on this build. It's down for maintenance right now, but 800 watt 36 volt Jeep here for my kids. It goes through a lot. I mean, it's only been in the snow, but it'll go through 8 inches of snow. So, anyways, back to the cart. I'm gonna fasten the tonneau cover to the cart is using this rivet set here. I bought it on Amazon. It comes with the punches and the die. So this is the punch here, I believe. Didn't really come with instructions. I'm just assuming. I'll punch holes with this. And then I got the die set here, and we'll squeeze these grommets on. And I'm either going to zip tie it, or I'm going to string some, I got some type of rope that I can string through it too. These are just 1/4 inch, they're small. It'll be perfect. So we'll see how that turns out. Alright, so I'll just play around with a few minutes with these pieces of aluminum here, trying to figure out where the best place is for them, as far as my body positioning goes and what I want covered up. And I think what I'm going to end up doing first is just making sure that this tonneau cover idea is even going to work before I go through the trouble of mounting these. So I'm going to do this piece here first. One easy cutout, a few rivets, and we'll take care of that section. So here's the tonneau cover. I'll start cutting it out and start riveting it up, and we'll see how it turns out. Probably just throw a few zip ties on it to start. Oops. And then if that looks good and it works out pretty good, then we'll mount those aluminum pieces and then work the cover around the outside of it. Alright, that's a wrap. Check her out. It's pretty good. Let's string her up, see how it looks. Alright, so these are my choices here. I got this string here, or got these zip ties. They're 50-pound tensile. This is probably quite a bit more. So I might try this first. And if this doesn't work, zip ties are definitely going to be an easy route. So let's see what we can do here. Alright, so I decided just to do the zip ties. It's going to be strong enough. Not really worried about that. And it's certainly easier than trying to tie it. So we'll get started. I don't think I'm going to put them all in just yet. Maybe just the tops and the bottoms and then on the side. Because if I put the side ones in, I want to be able to get this piece in with these ties. So. Might have to drill a hole and maybe put one here too. Maybe I'll just throw a zip screw in there, I don't know. We'll see, but that's not too bad. Yeah, it's not bad at all. It's definitely doable. I think what I'll end up doing is I'll get this, maybe I'll start by mounting the aluminum now, and then work some of this cover over the sides. I think what I want to do is get the aluminum mounted, and I want to be able to obviously just take this off and drop it so you can get in and out. And when you pull it up, it'll kind of hinge over there. You'll be able to lock it up here or something. Maybe I'll be able to incorporate these blocks back into it. But what I was thinking was taking a piece from here, maybe down to here where this bend is, kind of like that, and then making that like permanent, so that will always just be there. And then a piece that would go from, I guess the next piece would go from here to here, like this. And then that would be your door, so that's where it would drop down. So there would always be a piece here. But this one would be the spot, or the piece that comes up. Comes there. I'll play around with it. That's all I'm going to do. I suppose I can make these pieces here really quick. And then no, we'll see. Maybe I'll mount these first, figure that out. Alright, so I was thinking it'd be really cool to incorporate the rest of this tonneau cover kit into this. And this obviously would probably be the easiest thing to do. So what I want to do is remove these plastic latches and fasten them to the cart there. So I was looking at it, there's just, looks like the only thing holding them in is it kind of got it pressed a little bit. I don't know if you can see that or not. Right here. So I'm just going to try to widen this out a hair, and then you should just slide right off. And we'll see if there's any way to attach it to the cart. Alright, so I'm going to try something here. This just barely, I mean, almost fits. It's really, really close. I could file this out a hair or try to pinch this together, grind it down. Because I think I'm going to try to use this instead and just weld it to the frame. Because I don't think that plastic's going to be long term. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat this up with the torch and then slide this over, and that should widen everything out enough for this to fit. So we'll give it a go. Take a look and see if it works. Beautiful. Yeah, so let's go ahead and clean that up. Get these boogers out of there. Oh yeah, look at that. Not bad. I could put this light on here so everybody can see it better. See? Oh, it fits right over top. No cut, no drill, nothing like that. Make it easy. So I'll do this side now, and then I'll do the other bar as well while I got everything set up here. Alright, so change of plans. I thought that rectangular, that square tubing stuff was going to work pretty good, but I didn't like the profile. It was kind of sitting too high, and I had to do too many cuts. And I just didn't feel like doing all that tonight, so what I ended up doing is I looked for something different, and I came up with these old bolts off of maybe one of my old Fords. And these actually fit pretty good in there. They're almost fit. See, fits in there really well. I'm actually just going to weld these to the frame and call it a day. So, going to get the pull bar out now and let some sparks fly. Get my welding boots on, so these aren't going to cut it. Alright, well, I think this will do. I ended up cutting it down, the bolt down a little bit, so it'll sit there. I'm not even going to cut anything, I'm just going to fill it with weld. I'm going to grind it. I'm going to weld it. Just going to weld it in. That'll kind of sit like that. Yeah, I think it looks okay. Yeah, we lost that. Something like that. so here it is. I got them in. At least one side in. That's what it looks like. You can kind of move it all around there without it losing its place. We'll set it down, get in. You just pop it back in there. It's not too bad. Thinking once I get the, what it kind of looks like right there. This will just pop in here. And this one will just pop in up there. I'm thinking once I get the cover on top of it, get a little tension on it, that ought to make this quite a bit stronger. At least I'm hoping it does. It's not too bad right now. I mean, they're just aluminum, just designed to hold up the tonneau cover, you know, on the truck, so shouldn't be too bad. Well, my GoPro died when I was filming that last video, and I was just editing the videos and I forgot about it. Did get a little bit of film on my phone and a couple pictures, which I'll put in as a quick little slideshow to show what it looks like completed. So we're just about done with the tonneau cover wrap here. Bodywork. This is the door. I used the aluminum, the two pieces that go with the tonneau cover. I made the bolt. Well, I guess I'm not. You just pull up on it, and that drops your door. Like this. And then you can just hop it. Definitely tight getting in, but once you're in, it's not too bad. Well guys, that concludes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, subscribe if you want to see more. The next video we're going to get this thing running a lot better. And I'm going to just do a couple little things here or there to make this thing operate smoothly. So stay tuned. Grommets.